welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be doing an art challenge. Now this art challenge was a little bit unplanned because I was blessed by the chocolate gods last night while we were opening up our giant Kinder Surprise eggs. In Germany we have a ton of Christmas stuff that is already out. Yes, it does come out before Halloween. They do not really celebrate Halloween here, so there's barely any Halloween stuff, but there is Christmas stuff already, even though we are not even in November yet. But I'm not complaining because I quite enjoy it. There's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of chocolate and sweets. I think probably the best thing for this is actually the giant Kinder Surprise eggs that come out. So these are quite big. They're like ostrich-sized eggs, and within them you get really cool toys. So we bought each one yesterday, and my husband actually ended up getting a watercolor kit, which was kind of strange and coincidental because I was looking for something to do for an art challenge. So here is little baby Yeti. This is how he looks like. He's a little Yeti, and he's holding a club that actually doubles as a paintbrush. Now, this is supposed to be for watercolor, so this is how the paintbrush looks like, and it's just like plastic at the end of the brush, and I don't even know if I can paint with that. I have no idea. So I will give it a try in this art challenge. I also got the colors. So here's his little like ice stand, or I have no idea what it's supposed to be, but this is what came with the toy, and you've got a color choice of yellow and blue. Now together that makes green, so technically I got 3 colors. But the challenge is to basically just use these colors and see what I can get out of it and how it works. To make it easier, I've allowed myself to use black and white. Oh, I'm so kind. So what I'm going to be drawing with these colors is actually the main character from Avatar, the film Avatar that was released in 2009, which was a really nice film. I really enjoyed the graphics, so I'm gonna give it a try because actually these colors was the first thing that came to my mind was Avatar. I can't guarantee anything. I have no idea. I apologize if it looks really bad. But yeah, this is part of the challenge, so I hope you guys enjoy.
Alright, so now let's start the challenge. So first I've got my little Yeti with the plastic paintbrush. I have the colors that I got, which is the blue and the yellow. Together I can make green. There's also like a little section for the water. So to stay true to this challenge, I'm going to be using sort of like a water, or I don't know what this is called. Yeah, it's filled with water. It's syringe kind of type thing. I use this for my oil painting. But right now it's filled with water, and I'm just going to squeeze some water into the area right here just to stay true to the challenge. I'm going to start by sketching a little bit of the avatar face, the avatar character's face. So I'm using an HB pencil as well as an eraser, and I've allowed myself to use the fine liners, so the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens, as well as the white gel pen for the finer details at the end. So I will start off by sketching Okay, so now that the quick sketch is done, I'm going to outline with the black outliner, and then we will start to go in with the watercolor. So I am drawing on watercolor paper as well. Okay, I'm just going to stop there with the outline because I don't really know how this watercolor will work with the actual marker, so I think I will do the outline last. So let's just go ahead and fill in the water. I'm excited for this. I don't know what's gonna happen. Ah, there we go. Looks like a swimming pool. And we're gonna take the really horrible paintbrush and we're gonna start to paint. Let's start with the eyes first. So this is probably gonna be the easiest part. So here, there's actually a lot of pigment on the brush, which is really cool. Let's give it a go. Oh gosh, I'm nervous. Ooh, it's hard to put fine detail with this brush. It just kind of covers a flat surface and that's all you can do. This looks so bad. Look how horrible. That's a really bright yellow. It reminds me of popcorn. So let's keep going. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, look at that. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to go over top of it with the white gel pen, just to add the details. Holy smokes, look at that. Okay, so I still have a lot of yellow on the paintbrush. Let me see if I could wash this off. Look how pigmented that is. Look at the water, it's all yellow now. So let's wash the brush and we'll start with the face. And I have no idea how dark the blue will be, but let's give her a try. So here's the blue. I'm going to put a little bit on first because it seems to be actually not a bad color. So we'll start with the left side of the face. Oh, we'll just put the first layer down. Oh gosh, this dries out really fast though. My ring light just died, so I had to kind of wait, exchange the batteries. So this is now dry. The blue side of her face is dry, so this might look a little bit weird now because I can't actually blend properly, but let's continue. So already I'm having a bit of blending issues here. The eye ran out, so like the color from her eye ran out onto her skin, but that's okay because I could fix that. So let's continue with the blue. So it is much lighter on the left side of her face, so I'm going to do just a tiny touch of blue. I'm gonna try to work with the shadows here. I'm not sure if this is possible, but let's give it a try. I already kind of screwed up on this side, but that's okay. I'll just make the other side darker. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the dark side of start to fill in the shadows while the paint is still wet. So let's just do that quickly before it dries. We could kind of have it blendish. Now we're gonna wait till that dries. So I'm going to outline the ears with black fine liner. Unfortunately, I cannot use pink, so her ears has a little bit of a pinkish peachy color, as well as the tip of her nose and her lips. So I do not have this color available, so I'm just gonna have to kind of like wing it with just regular black. Maybe we'll do a bit of blue in there just to see if I could add some texture to it. The only issue that I'm having now before I start is that the actual bristles have turned green, and I don't want to have green on her face, so I'm going to spend a few minutes to clean this up. That's the problem with plastic, because the dye or the paint seems to be dyeing the bristles. Don't want it to be green. Okay, let's just continue. I think that's the best I could get it. So we'll continue with the blue. Now I'd like to start adding the specific, she has like marks on her face, kind of like zebra stripes, so I'm going to try to do that, but first I'm going to add the eyebrows. So she does have blue eyebrows. The hardest part is getting it, like, the fine details with this brush. It's so thick and flat. I know that the inside of the ears are pink, but I'm just going to make them blue because I have no other color that I could work with. Okay, so that looks good. So let's start with the eyes again. Let's go back, revisit the eyeballs. So this one should be completely dried. We'll start to add the details with the white gel pen and really go in with the black liner. So actually what I'm seeing now is either the paint wasn't dry enough or my gel marker just doesn't respond well with these colors. Or the paint, I should say. What's actually happening is that the gel is kind of like clumping up on top of the colors. It's kind of strange looking actually. I'm just gonna assume that it wasn't dry enough, but it's okay. So for the hair, I'm actually not going to do it full detail. I'm just going to do some strands with the black fine liner because she does have dreadlocks and I don't have brown or I don't have, yeah, don't know. I think it's going to look better with just the outline. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to revisit the hair afterwards. I would like to darken up some of the shadows here. Now what I'm noticing is actually the paint, the more layers I add of the paint, the thicker it gets. I mean obviously, but usually with watercolor, with expensive and proper watercolor, you're not supposed to notice that it actually sort of layers on top of each other, which is sort of hard to draw on top because I'm noticing that the white, like the gel pen and the fine liner, is actually kind of becoming like a gummy texture, which is a bit hard to draw with. Okay, so at this point the brush is actually turning the paint green, so I'm just going to stop painting her and yeah, I'm gonna accept it the way that it is. The paint in itself is actually quite thick on the paper and it's making it difficult to keep drawing on top of it at this point, so I'm going to stop painting with the Kinder paint, the Kinder egg paint, and I'm just going to finish this up by adding a few more details with the black liner, and then the piece is pretty much done. I'm done! I made it! So this is my drawing. It turned out really cute. I actually quite liked it. These are the paint I used for my Kinder Surprise toy. I used the black liner and the white gel pen on top of it to add the detail that I always do. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and I hope that you guys liked it as well. I think it's a really sweet drawing for what I had to paint with. And yeah, it's quite great. So if you guys like this challenge and you liked the way that this cute little avatar character turned out, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment below and as well as subscribe. Thank you!
Bye.